Once a crow was very thirsty. He searched for water everywhere. At last, he saw a pot with very little water in it. He put his beak inside, but he could not reach down the water. The crow thought of a plan. He picked some pebbles and dropped them into the pot one by one. The water level rose. The crow drank the water and flew away happily. Moral of the story: think and work hard. You may find a solution to any problem. Milking her cow and had 2 full pails of fresh creamy milk. She put both pails on a stake and set off to the market to sell her pails of milk. Along the way, she started to think of all the milk in her pails and all the money she would get for them. Once I get the money, I will buy a chicken. She thought, the chicken will lay eggs and I will get more chickens. They will all lay eggs and I can sell them for more money. Then I will buy the house on the hill and be the envy of everyone in the village. They will ask me to sell the chicken farm, but I will toss my hat like this and refuse. So saying, Patty the milkmaid tossed her hat and dropped her pails. Oh no! My milk! My house and my chicken! Oh no! The milk spilled onto the ground while Patty cried. So, moral of the story: do not count your chickens before they hatch. The Fox and the Grapes. A fox was once very hungry and went in search of some food. He searched everywhere, but he could not find anything that he could eat. Finally, with his stomach rumbling, he came upon a former wall. On the top of the wall were the biggest, juiciest grapes the fox had ever seen. The rich purple color told the fox that they were ready to be eaten. The fox jumped high in the air to catch the grapes in his mouth. But he missed. He tried again and missed again. He tried a few more times. But missed each time. Finally, the fox decided to go home, all the while muttering, "I'm sure the grapes were sour anyway." Moral of the story: it's easy to hate what you can't have.
The Lion and the Mouse. A lion was sleeping in a forest. A mouse started playing on it. The lion was so disturbed and arose from his sleep. He caught up the mouse angrily and tried to crush it to death. Then the mouse prayed the lion to leave him off.
Please, please leave me. I will help in future. Please.
And assured that he would help him when it needed, the lion laughed at it and let him off. One day, the lion was caught in a net spread by a hunter. He roared and tried to escape, but in vain. The mouse heard the lion roaring and came there. He started cutting the net with his teeth. The lion escaped and thanked the mouse. Moral of the story: everything has its own value.
Good day, kids. Good day, ma'am. Do you like stories? Yes, ma'am. So let's go. The Greedy Dog. There was a dog that was very hungry. He searched for food everywhere. At last, he found a bone. He picked the bone with his mouth and started going back to his home. There was a bridge on the way to his home. When he started crossing it, he saw his reflection in the water. The dog thought, that there was another dog with a bone in water. He wanted to get that other bone too. So he started barking at his own reflection. His bone fell in the water as soon as he opened his mouth. The greedy dog lost his bone. Moral of the story: do not be greedy. Hey kids, today we are going to know about the story of Fox and the Foolish Crow. Once a crow stole a piece of bread from a vendor. It wanted to eat it. It flew away to a tree nearby. It was about to eat it, then a hungry fox passing by saw it. He decided to have the piece of bread. "Oh, my dear crow," he said to the crow, "how beautiful you are. Your feathers are really shiny. Surely your voice must also very sweet. Please sing a song for me." The foolish crow opened his mouth to sing. The piece of bread fell down. At once, the clever fox picked it up and ran away with it. So, moral of the story: do not fool others, otherwise you will be fooled. Two silly goats. There lived two silly goats in a village. There was a narrow bridge over a river in the village. One day, the goats wanted to cross the bridge. One silly goat was on one side. The other one was on other side. One of them said, "I shall go first. Allow me to pass." The other goat said, "No, I must cross first. You move aside." Neither one of them yielded. At last, they came to the middle of the bridge. They began to fight terribly. As they were fighting, both of them fell into the river and were drowned. Moral of the story: love your neighbors.